Oh boy, it's come to this. It has totally come to this. Sensible Soccer on the PS1. And you know what's really sad is that Sensible Soccer, like the old school Sensible Soccer, was actually a really good game. Like I've played it on the Mega Drive, it's actually quite good. I've heard the definitive version is on the Amiga, but I didn't play that version because whatever, you know. Like I just play, I don't have an Amiga. I've never even emulated one. Like I've listened to some of the music on it, and the chip tunes on that system are amazing, but I just don't have the system. And yes, football is our love. In fact, I will just play that song on its own, just so you can listen to how amazing it is. But first, we gotta go through all the logos. GT. It's kind of amazing. They went from publishing this to publishing Driver. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying Driver is amazing or anything, but you know, it's. You'll see. Yeah, Chris Salas. And if you don't know, Chris Salas actually made Theme Hospital for the PS1. And it's kind of funny because I actually played that demo all the time as a kid. I didn't have the full game. Well, I did, but I had it on PC. In fact, I've still got my PC copy. But anyway, I'm going to mute myself here so I can listen to this amazing song. Football is our love. Football is our love. Football is our love. Going on and on and on and on. Football is our love. Football is our love. Football is our love. Going on and on and on and on. 73 o'clock and our attention's got somewhat transfixed. And grousing on the streets are radios, TVs and teletexts. And for a couple of hours it seems the universe is red and green. The only thing we really care about at all is what has happened to our team. Football is our love. Football is our love. Football is our love. Going on and on and on and on. Football is our love. Football is our love. Football is our love. Going on and on and on and on.
That's a nasty foul there. There's no need for that. He's lying there on the floor. I think he could be serious. Looks like a hamstring to me. The referee's getting his card out. Oh, he's gone in the book. And he looks very depressed now. Oh, the manager is crazy with him. Look at that. They're going, oh, the whole team are having a go now. Oh, there's a punch up in the middle of the pitch. Oh, he's sending him off. He took a kick. I saw him. He took a kick there and he's sending him off. And the away fans can't believe it. They're cheering and cheering. They're 1-0 up. The other team without 10 members that they're going to win this time. They might even start. You never know. They can do the bit of that.
Football is our love. Football is our love. Football is our love. Going on and on and on and on. Football is our love. Football is our love. Football is our love. Going on and on and on and on. Football is our love. Football is our love. Football is our love. Going on and on and on and on. Football is our love. Football is our love. Football is our love. Going on and on and on. Okay, so that was the most amazing intro of all time, as everyone knows. Now, I'm going to point this out right now, because I remember MediaSpec said there was some corruption that appeared. I'm going to say that right now, that is not my fault. That is not the fault of the PlayStation. That is not the fault of the capture device. This is how it looks normally, believe me. I've played this game a bunch of times. every single time it does this, which leads me to believe that it's the fault of the game, because the disc is just fine, so it can't be that either. But yeah. So as you can see, I don't get this. So immediately after the intro film, where they show all the credits, now they show all the credits again, right after the intro film, except now there's no music. Like, what is up with this? I don't get it. Anyway, let's get into the game. So yeah, Sensible Soccer, PS1 loading. Oh yeah, yeah. Did they really change the music? Because I know they did. At least I think they did. What the hell is it? Z on the PS1, which I think I played a demo of once. I don't quite remember. But I seem to remember the music on that being the same as the PC one. I know in Theme Hospital they just got rid of the music entirely, which kind of sucked. But I think that was more due to like the system being too weak to actually run the game with the music decently, something like that. So let's have a look at all this stuff the game has to offer. So we have load competition, which I don't have any competitions to load, and you'll see why soon enough. I don't get this music, because, you know, in the intro you have that amazing, football is love, music. But here we got this, just this depressing, this would fit better at a funeral than it would on the intro. Let's go to the options, see what options this game has to offer. So we've got the memory cards, language selection, change screen position, looks fine to me. Of course it's hard to tell because of the way the background looks, but yeah. Game length, 3 minutes I think is as short as you can make it. Yeah. All player teams equal. Sorry for that. See, menu music, this depressing drone that plays in the background, and crowd chants, which, yeah, you'll hear those. I don't know why you would turn those off in a football game, but whatever. It did edit customs. So as you can see, we've got all these great teams, like the Alphabet Boys, Babies R Us. I just love this. In the bin, that's where this game belongs. Save teams. Okay, so let's go for the GT ALLSTARS. Wait, what? In fact, let's have a look at one of the dumber names of the teams. Because I want to see what in the bin is. Well, I know what I'm changing this to. How do I change? Wait. Yep, I was tempted to change it to Bin Laden, but wait, what? No, I don't want to go for. Who wants punctuation for these names? I don't get it. Let's. Of course, you have to scroll through all the names like this. I hate it when games do this. They're just trying to make you scroll through all the names. Okay, granted, PS1 doesn't have a keyboard, but still. I don't think it did. I know it had a mouse. So, I'm just going to shorten the name. Because it's probably going to force me to shorten it anyway. Okay. Yeah. You know what belongs in the bin? This game. Wait, let's go back for I could put PSX, but I'm going to put PS1. Coach JP. What is it with this? So apparently Milk Cartons is amazing and everyone else sucks. I'm gonna make. In fact, let's, for the sake of argument, let's make my team super amazing. Let's make my team the greatest team that could possibly exist in the history of ever. So max out the stats because I want to show off something with this game. And there's a reason why I named the goalkeeper Sensi Soccer, and you will see why. Okay, who the hell throws pizza into the bin? Okay, like if you throw pizza in the bin, then you're just a wasteful person. Okay, I'm sorry, but you can't be my friend anymore. That's what I gotta say to that. But anyway, yeah, keep team changes. Let's do that. So yeah, in the bin is going to be my team. Save teams. Oh, please don't tell me I've got to actually save this to the memory card. Wait, you really need 3 blocks to save this to the memory card? What the hell? Also, why is this saving it to... So this is one that, like, 3 games on the entire console that actually recognizes there's 2 memory cards, but... What the hell's this? Like, okay, I'm not replacing a save file just for the sake of this. Okay, stop that. Wait, load teams? No, please don't tell me it's going to replace my team. What the hell? Okay, well, of course not. I haven't saved it. Let's just... Yeah, was it worth it? No. It was not worth loading this game. Okay, so these... I don't even remember what these do, because it doesn't actually say on the menu. It might say on this, but it's so low res you can't even tell what it says. As you can see, what single match 1 player, single match 2 player, tournament. This thing in the middle, I don't know what it does, but I'm pretty sure we have to unlock it somehow. And these two, I don't even know what these are for. I think these are like cups and leagues, I think. Yeah. Choose preset competition. So, okay, so how do I pick the team in the dustbin, or in the bin, or whatever? There might be my brothers, actually. Because I definitely remember my brother having Final Fantasy 7 and 8 back in the day. Because I do remember names like, you know, Selfie, which is an actual character name for the record, if you don't know. So I could play the Belgian League, because, you know, Belgium is the best team in the world. That's not even a lie, by the way. They literally are the best team in the world, I'm pretty sure, at this point. Technically. So let's go for the English League. Okay, so how do I pick my team in the dustbin? Apparently I can't, because they're not in the English League. You know, and I don't want to play as any of these teams. Okay, Wolverhampton Wanderers is not in this list. Okay, I don't want to play as, you know, Coventry. You know, well, it could be worse. I mean, West Brom could be in this game. That's the one way you can make this game worse, is if all these teams were West Brom and Man United. But yeah. So if we go here, which I think... Oh, I think... Is this where you can have... Okay. How do you get custom teams in this? Like, how do you play as the custom teams? I have no idea. So let's go for a friendly. I swear to God, I swear to God, I used to think that... One thing that I used to think... Because if you go into the single match option... I'm going to say this right now. You know, say it selects the teams for you. You can't pick those yourself. And for the longest time, I actually thought that was the only way you could have a quick match in this. Just like a custom friendly thing. I've only just figured out that you can actually just go to a friendly on this. Like, I actually thought this was just like a cup mode. Because, you know, the other thing was a league, so, you know, why not? Just go for a single match. I'm not going to play any longer than that. So here we go. I can actually play as the custom teams. So as you can see, we could play as, you know, the great teams like Harrow Bakey, Leah, Sint Truiden, Geminal Ekeron. My favourites. 2 more teams required. But, okay, if we go to custom teams. So, obviously I'm going to go with my team in the bin. In the bin versus... I don't even know. Because you'll notice on the menu, I made in the bin the most amazing team ever. You know, I maxed out every single one of their stats. So theoretically, I should wipe the floor with whoever I play against. Oh, you will see. Let's go with... Was it worth it? Let's go with that. View the final team. To see how good Is It Worth It's team is, actually. Wait, what? No, what the... Okay, I have no idea. I have no idea what the colours mean, like, because I can make it, you know, yellow, red, or question mark. You know, my favourite colour. Like, does red mean computer, or does that mean player? I have no idea. I'm guessing it means computer, because, you know, I figured, you know, if you want to go 2-player mode, you have both of them selected just by default. But let's see. Let's go for a single match. Was it worth it? Oh, maybe was it worth this, the home team, then? I have no idea. This makes no sense, but... Oh, wait. Am I playing... What the hell's going on? Okay. Wait, what the hell's this? Okay, that's the strangest team ever. Like, yeah, we're gonna document every single aspect of your life. Yeah. Just... the hell? who came up with these teams? Yeah, but oh, wait, I thought you had to unlock that. I guess not. Okay to lose... What? No. Let's go back here. What? Am I seriously having to play as... Was it worth it now? See, look at this. I don't even know who I'm playing as. Like, if I select this... Am I supposed to play as these? This makes no sense. In fact, yo, let's lose the current competition because I messed up. So I guess red is the player. I mean, I'm sorry for messing around so much on this menu, but it's just like I honestly don't get this menu. I love the fact that this music is just the same the whole time. So let's have a look at another team. Let's have a look at In the Bathroom. Mirror in the bathroom, just do self-defense. Yeah, incredibly ergonomic. So let's go in the bin. Hopefully I'm actually playing as them, because I want to prove a point. So, as you can see, I have the most amazing team of all time. As you can see, all my stats are completely maxed out. You know, as you can see, Empty Crisp Packets, the greatest player of all time. So much better than that, you know, David Beckham, you know, faker. And you look at In the Bathroom, sure, they have great attack, they have a decent goalkeeper, that's about it. You know, everyone else theoretically sucks. Also, I want to look at these names. Like, just... Plug is a name. Just... amazing. Okay, so, enough of messing around the menus, let's get to the match. So as you can see, I got 5 defenders, 4 midfielders, 1 striker. So theoretically I should be incredibly watertight in the defence. So here we go, In the Bin versus In the Bathroom. I have no idea what the difference is being, you know, playing at home or away. I don't think there even is any difference, to be honest. Aside from, you know, your name being on the right as opposed to the left. So it's like, who really cares? But here we go. Sensible Soccer on the PlayStation 1. And like I said, Sensible Soccer on the Mega Drive is a great game. You know, you should definitely consider playing it. But when we get to this game, once it decides to load, football is live. So here we go. So I think do I get kickoff? No, I don't. But as you can see, I am the green team. I am number 11. Oh wow, I actually got a foul. Yeah, instantly, the commentary on this game is amazing. It's such a... I think they just got like one of the programmers to do the commentary. You also notice the way my character's just kind of awkwardly moved. Now, I should point out, I was actually holding up when I got the ball, and he kept moving down for some reason, which makes no sense. So as you can see, I'm already 1-0 down. The defence does absolutely sod all to actually do anything. And you also notice the way the computer plays when you get the ball. Okay, so for whatever reason, he passed it past the player they supposed... Amazing commentary, by the way. What a piece of skill! Just... Now, I think I remember how the controls are supposed to work in this, because I did look at the manual once. Basically, you're supposed to tap the X button to pass, and hold the X button to kick. What I don't get is why they couldn't just have you press square to pass or something like that. Because if you ever played Total Soccer on the PS1, which was actually a Net Eurozza game that was kind of like this, it's way better. Because in that game, you know, they assigned separate buttons. In fact, in the Mega Drive Sensible Soccer, you could actually use separate buttons to do the different things. I'm not entirely sure what the difference was, but you could do that at least. Like, it at least felt like, you know, I could assign different actions to different buttons. Even if it wasn't necessarily useful, at least you could actually do that. And as you can see, this game is completely impossible. Like, granted, I'm no expert at football games. See, and again, like, I tapped the X button, like... It's a throw! Like, I barely even tapped the X button at all. And he still kicks it over the guy I was trying to pass to. It doesn't make any sense, because if you've ever seen a football match in your life, you know that footballers don't do that. Just at all. Good contact. And you literally have to tackle... It's a throw. Like, you look at the ridiculous tackles this game has. Granted, Sensible Soccer has always been pretty lax in terms of the rules with regards to tackling. But at the same time, it's like... Like, you see how far the players tackle? Like, look at that. Like, I was like halfway across the pitch and I tackled him. So I actually got the ball for once. And it's like you literally, as well as I can tell, the entire strategy of this game seems to be just tackle the opponent as soon as they get the ball, because otherwise they'll score. That's literally it. And you know, if you get fouled, then too bad. And it's literally down to luck if you actually tackle them or not, because the players tackle so far, and you have to tackle so far as well. So there we go, half time. Like, and again, my team is maximum. Like, their stats are maximum. So theoretically, my team is like, this is like, on a theoretical level, this is like Man United versus, I don't know, Chiswick United or something like that. I couldn't think of any team names, but like, I don't know, Chiswick United. No, sorry, Man United versus, I don't know, Dudley Town or something. You know, and yet Dudley Town are winning. And see, this is the thing. Every single time you get the ball, the AI immediately tackles you. It's incredibly annoying. Like, the AI didn't tackle you this much in the Mega Drive Sensible Soccer, and that was a game that was designed to be like arcadey sort of. I mean, it was vaguely simulation, but at the same time, it was still, the way it played was still arcadey, and that was kind of what made it work. This goes way too far to try and be arcadey, to the past where it's literally just it's unplayable. You cannot play this. Like, even if you, I'm pretty sure even if you're an expert in football games, you will just lose this because it just doesn't make any sense.
What a piece of skill!
Like, I mean, look at the way the players just warp across the pitch whenever they do a slide. The play, it's just, this is one of the most frustrating games I've ever played. Doesn't help there's no radar in this either. It's like, so I have to pass immediately, except somehow the AI gets the ball anyway, even though I was closer to the ball than the AI was. So good job whoever programmed this. Just, I mean, seriously, how do you make a football game this terrible? I mean, granted, PS1 games or should I say, football games on the PS1 have generally not aged well, but this is the worst. Like, you cannot do worse than this. Like I said, like, if you want to play a Sensible Soccer style game on the PS1, just play Total Soccer. In fact, what's funny, Sensible Soccer, Total Soccer, shall I say, was such a great game. They literally ported that game over to the Game Boy Advance. In fact, I actually got it on Game Boy Advance, and that game is a really good game. You should all play it. I think it was called Total Soccer 2002 on the Game Boy Advance, but yeah. That's Sensible Soccer. It sucked. It's, I think the footage speaks for itself, to be honest. I mean, I'm just almost speechless from playing it because it's just that bad. I mean, like I said, almost unplayable. You know, if you see this for like £1, then buy it and smash it up. I'm not gonna smash my copy up because, you know, I've been thinking of doing game reviews, actually. And I've been thinking of just tearing this game a new one because it deserves it. So we're not going to replay that because why the hell would I want to do that? But it's just, how do you make a game this bad? Like, it's kind of funny. I mean, talking about terrible games on the PS1. I used to think that Bubsy 3D was the worst game on the PS1. Because that was the one PS1 game I played back in the day that was completely terrible. But I've come to realise that there are some games that are on that same level. Games like Perfect Weapon, games like Sensible Soccer, games like Rascal. All these games are just terrible and just, you should never play them, basically. And this game is just one of the worst games I've played on PS1. It's probably the worst football game I've ever played, I'm pretty sure. And I've played some bad football games too, but still, it's like, this makes every other bad football game on the PS1 look great. You know, it doesn't matter if it's like Actua Soccer, you know, Adidas Power Soccer, World League Soccer, you know, John Paul Sartre Soccer or whatever. Okay, they're all better than this. Okay, I guarantee you. Okay, Chris Kamara Soccer is way better than this.